Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. The top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to run it to the right. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Plows through the defense. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room. It's Mancuso. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Off he goes. Running inside the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown, Washington. Number 5 in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Washington wants to go quickly. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
Number 5, with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and the last...
Fires one high and deep. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Husky. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, you slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The Huskies get enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
He's tackled at the 27. And that's a first down.
And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Nebraska, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Still looking on the move. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Working that left side now. A spender fella, and he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
By Washington. And they'll take over first and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be
going to take a shot at this DB. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off to the races to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it first and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. One more snap coming before halftime. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that pass is intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try to outflank them with the jet sweep. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. can't get him to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He has the first and still on his feet. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Puts him in the spin cycle. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Now on 1st down from the 43. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Washington 49, Nebraska.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Caught. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Washington right back to the line.
2nd down.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking to scramble. And he's got it inside the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nebraska! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working now.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Makes the catch. It's Winston. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, maybe a little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver to make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 35, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing.
He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce.
Looking for a deep man. And he's thrown another interception. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because...
And it's caught inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That's caught. It's Winston. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off?
Touchdown, Washington. And the route is on.
Touchdown.
That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Nebraska, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games, and